everybody. I'm waiting to see if I come up live on my computer here. So we're gonna wait for that. I hope you all are doing very lovely out there. Still hasn't gone live. Gonna have to wait for notifications to go out. Wow, that's a delay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There we go. 25-second delay. Ooh, that's a big delay. Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you don't know me, I am Nikki, Black Dog Vintage and Antiques, and I'm going to be honest, my first live solo. So we're going to wait and let everything kind of run out there, make sure I'm on the right thing. I have not done one of these in so long. It's going to take me a little bit to kind of catch up to the rest of it. I should play background music. I wish I could. I can do that when I'm over on Whatnot. I can play some background music, but I can't do that. I can't do that here, which is kind of a bummer. So, hello out there. Hello, hello, hello. If you're just coming in, please make sure you give me a thumbs up. It's been a while since I've done one of these live on over here on my channel, and it would help me out a lot. I hope you're all having a great Monday. It's kind of a gross Monday. It's all cloudy and nasty outside, and we're supposed to get tornadoes tonight. I find that very, very, very frightening, these tornado things. So, just a little update on what's been going on lately. Tonight we're going to be doing a Glass with Class clearance sale. It's going to be a 135 sale, so everything's going to start at $1, at $3, or at $5. Hey, Becky, how you doing? Some of the things will be in lots, some of the things won't be in lots, but I figured I'd give you a channel update. So what's going on in Nikki's world? So on my channel, I'm working out, hey Angela, some new things. Every Monday I am going to be here on at 6 o'clock, right in between Helen and Angela there. So you get the best of all of us, right? Best of the East Coast on a Monday night. And Angela, I love what you're doing tonight, by the way. I thought that was fabulous. So tonight, though, no class, just glass. That's what we're doing tonight. So I'm going to be doing it in between 6 and 7 hours of 6 and 7 over here on my channel. Every Wednesday, I do a static Wednesday drop, and I try to do things that aren't glass. This week, I'll be doing another book and paper. If you saw my haul / shopping on Sunday, you'll have seen I somehow picked up a lot of books again. Go figure. So we'll be doing that on Wednesday. And every Friday, I do investigating a find, which I'm having a lot of fun doing. It isn't always glass. Sometimes it's other things. This week, again, it's going to be glass. Guess what? Shh. Spoiler alert. It's going to be glass. So hello, everybody who is coming in. Hello to all the lurkers. Welcome, welcome. So a life update. I'm going to be doing and putting on a few more of these clearance sales as time goes on. I'm going to try to space them out because we're putting our house up for sale. Yay! Yay and scary yay at the same time. We've lived here just about 3 years. We put a lot of time, energy, and effort into the house, and our house has accrued some value. So before we lose the value, we want to sell and kind of sell up or sell down. We're going to kind of scale down, but not necessarily scale down. I don't know, it's a whole thing. Think of it as pre-retirement. So we're going to be moving actually out of the state, and I don't want to bring all my stuff with me. I don't want to bring all my inventory with me. I want to bring some, but not all of it, because that's a little heavy, right? So that just means all new shopping experiences for me when we finally end up by moving. And it does look like we're going to be moving down to Florida, northern Florida, in the Orlando kind of area, in that like overly kind of area right there. So the house is technically going up for sale tomorrow. So meeting with the realtor. I don't know why that was so hard to say. Tomorrow. So, hey, Kathy. So it's one of those things where it's like a little bit nervous about this, but kind of excited at the same time. Yeah, should I go to West Virginia? No, we have friends in Florida. Really good friends of John, like his childhood friends that like been friends forever, and I love his wife. His wife and I get along like two peas in a pod. But that also means that I can now travel around some of the more southern areas that I always wanted to go. I know I'm tired of, I'm going to say this, I'm tired of the cold, Kathy. You know what I'm talking about. It's been about 70 degrees and today, and I've walked around with cold nose, fingers, and toes, and no air conditioner. No air conditioner, and I'm freezing. I know I'll never be cold again. Never, ever, ever be cold again. And I'm kind of looking forward to that. So, and I will totally do that, Angela. I want to be able to kind of travel. I've never really been down into the South. I've done a whole bunch of different states, but I've never done like, Louisiana. I want to go to New Orleans. I want to go and listen to jazz and eat a Benoit and have a cup of coffee and just chill on the French Quarter. I want to be able to do that. It's only 8 hours away. I want to be able to, visit some of the places that I've never seen before. So that's what we're going to be doing. So more updates as that comes along, and then that just gives me that you guys just get to follow me and watch me like curse packing. Like I'm a packing pro, but I hate packing up my house. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So you'll get to watch that catastrophe, and then you get to watch me decorate a whole new house with vintage. Yay! So that is the big life update, hence the reason for some of this stuff going on clearance. I have about 30 items to kind of plow through tonight, and we'll go quick. I don't like to spend a long time. If you see me on Whatnot, it's like 30 seconds in, 30 seconds out. So now that you've heard me vomit all of my stuff, I want to know how y'all doing this week. I will start the conversation off. I've been sleeping like crap. The baggage shows. I don't know what's going on with me, but I just can't seem to get enough sleep lately. And I don't know, maybe it's the kooky weather, maybe it's the rain. My head's been bugging me too with this whole, like, this was the gift that COVID kept on giving me. I got COVID last year around this time, and it was all in my sign. Like, I couldn't even move my eyeballs. Just to like turn and look at something with my eyeballs was absolute agony because I was so swollen. COVID kind of left that behind for me. Yay. Ugh. Oh my gosh, I saw that, Angela. Was it an epic concert? Please tell me it was an epic concert because I really love Pink. I loved all those pictures. Please tell me it was epic. Her swinging out on her. Oh, she's just, I love her. I love her. Y'all can keep your Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera's. I'll keep Pink. Oh, good. uh, you know what, Kathy? Whatever. It doesn't actually, and honestly, it doesn't matter. I've got my little black glass I have stashed downstairs. I got my good stuff. I got my best. Who knows how long it's gonna take, y'all? Fingers crossed that it only takes like a couple of months that I sell my house and move into something else. Because Lord knows there's enough houses out there for me to find a place to move into. But I just fingers crossed it doesn't take a long time. That's all I'm saying. I'd like to put it up and like find out it's sold like the next day. Yes. Oh, cool. Oh, I'm gonna need to start selling more too. Yes. Oregon sounds so pretty. Wow, that's a big temperature change though, going from Arizona to Oregon. But woo, yeah. Yes, at least it'll already be packed. That's exactly how I'm looking at it. I already have the whole idea of all these banker boxes that I keep all my stuff in so that when I do sales, I know that this is how organized I am. This is my Virgo mind working. So they're all sitting back there behind me. So I have all the upcoming sales all labeled out and stamped. So all my inventory is going in those. So I know that's my inventory. I've shipped overseas now, guys. I've shipped 2 or 3 packages through eBay overseas. So I think I should be able to make it from New York to Florida. But you always lose something in a move, right? You always end up by breaking something, and just hopefully it's just something I really don't give a crap about. I'm just like, no, not the Empoli. No. You don't want to be screaming about something that you're really going to be mad that breaks. Not the swung vases. Oh, that's nice. Oh, sometimes it's nice to move back home. That's what I did when I moved back to Massachusetts, and I do miss Massachusetts. But it is really pretty in Oregon. See, that's one of the states I've never been to. I lived in California, never ventured out. Well, no, I take that back. I went to Nevada, but I went to Reno and Tahoe, and I did go to Vegas. See, I still haven't been to Vegas. I got to go to Vegas too. So I want to be able to kind of do some of these like fun things. And besides, what is going to be better than Halloween or Christmas at Hogwarts? Come on. I'll be there. That's my shirt. That's why I'm wearing this in honor of that. It says, I'd rather stay at Hogwarts. So at least I'll kind of be closer to Hogwarts. I mean, not the really cool Scottish version of like the real Hogwarts, but like the movie Hogwarts. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Oh, that's nice. You're moving closer to your mom. That's good. It's really nice. It's nice to have that. Okay, so I'm trying to think, was there anything else I needed to update you guys on? I don't think so. I think that's pretty much the whole kit and caboodle when it comes to the update. So let's get on with the sale. I've got 30 items to smash through before Angela comes on. Yes. And oh, I haven't had anything disappear, thank goodness. So I haven't had anything disappear, but I have had stuff that has broken, which is a bummer. But usually it's the stuff I don't care about, but when it's something I care about, then I start crying. They get really mad. They get frustrated that I'm not doing this ever again. And I swear this is the last time. Don't want to do this ever again. I'm getting too old for this. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to pop that up there and wait for it to pop up on my screen. There's a really big lag tonight, guys, so I'm super sorry about that. I will try very hard to slow down and be patient and everything else. So this first item is going to start at $5. It is for a group of 6 cordial glasses. And you guys have probably seen these before. I showed them once before, and I don't know who made them. I want to lean towards Fostoria only because they've got to be fire polished because they doubt very much they're hand blown and they are etched. So there's no seams on these babies and they're rainbow glasses. So we're going to start out here with the pink and then move on to yellow just so you can see the difference in the color. And they both have the same, or they all have the same little baby etching right there. So this is the amber piece. Oh, I like that, Kathy. I got the green, and this does not glow. I've tried. We had a conversation. It decided it didn't want to glow. I've got the blue, really pretty blue. I'm kind of obsessed with this blue, and I guess I'm going to be moving to the right part of the country for this blue, right? I've got the purple, and this is like a deeper kind of amethysty purple, like a true amethyst, like light amethysty color. Oh, my kids broke so much stuff. I used to have this big dresser and for them, and it had these shelving units, and the stuff I didn't want them to touch, I would put up at the top. Big mistake when you have 2 boys. My youngest, he scampered right up that thing. The whole thing fell down. I don't know how he didn't kill himself. Oh my Lord. And the smoke. There we go, to continue on. And the smoke. So set of 6, starting at $5. So you've got the pink, the yellow, and these will sit really nicely in a little window. The green. All right. The blue and the purple and the smoke I will grab here. The blue, the purple, and the smoky. So if nobody is interested in these guys, we can move on to something else. Let me take that down. There we go. What we got coming up next? Okay. Let's see. I'm doing my own modding tonight, trying to keep things nice and simple. Nope, that's not the right number. There we go. So this next item is going to start at $3. $3 start price on this guy right here. Once it pops up on my screen, I will pop that up. Got a little glass of courgette. One of you told me this was probably a courgette. It's that big. It's not big at all. This guy here is about 4.5, 5 inches long. It has the clearer green there on the top. I don't know. It's just if you have glass fruits and vegetables, you probably don't have this one because I've never seen this one. But I did see an eggplant. Was it an eggplant or a banana a couple weeks ago? And I was like, no, I'm leaving it. This is the last fruit/vegetable I have to get rid of. I don't want to get any more. So I don't know. It's like some kind of acorn squashy looking guy, and it's not super big. It's really great for the fall. I will say that. Yeah, squash. I like that it's a squash. Definitely good for the upcoming little fall season because it's that like electric lime green. I love that. Love that. So like I said, we're going to move quick tonight. So if there's no interest in that, we'll move on to the next piece. And this one's going to be a dollar start. Dollar start on this one. I have a couple of dollar starts. Most of the stuff I am going to say is going to start at $3, which is kind of awesome. Most stuff starts at 3. So here we go. Milk Glass, the 1,000 Eyes. Love this one. Spaghetti squash is so good. If you get it right, ooh, really good. So little votive guy. It does have, for a made in Taiwan piece, or is it Hong Kong? I got confused on this one. Nope, made in Hong Kong. For a made in Hong Kong piece, it does have a really nice ring of fire there across the top little bitty bobs. Now, I don't know, these were toothpick holders. They were, oh, my lights, there we go. Toothpick holders and votive holders and tea light holders. This one is a tea light holder. It's a little bit taller. The other ones are sometimes a little squatty. But I am impressed with the Ring of Fire. I am not going to lie when it comes to that. All right. If we have no interest in this one, we'll move along to the next piece. Okay. How about a little drinkware? Let's see. I can do, oh, now that I have them all up there. Yay. Oh, and if by chance I end up having one of these little blue stickery guys, just ignore it. It's my inventory sticker, so I know where stuff goes. That's once again me being a Virgo. So Bloopy drinking glasses. They got the little circly toes down there on the bottom. I don't know. These almost remind me. The etching almost reminds me of like Christmas lights, which I think are kind of neat. And there's my fingerprints are all over them. They are etched on the outside, not on the inside. It actually kind of feels really neat. But I think that's what they remind me of, like a little crown or a little Christmas lights. It's just something like that. There we go. What a piece of paper would that better? Probably. No chips, no cracks, nothing wrong with them. Starting off at $3 for the anchor hocking babies. The little feeded babies. No, we don't use the cool drinkware as much as we used to. I'm not sure what this would have been. I don't know. I think it would make a really cool juice glass. I am going to say that. It would make really cool juice glasses. Fancy water glasses with cucumbers. I love cucumber and water. Oh, it's so good. Cucumber and lemon. Okay. We'll move those to the side. Next up, icy glass. This is also going to be $3, so I'm going to leave that up there. So this is, my sticker doesn't want to come up, this one. This is the Icy Lariat. Go. Icy Lariat. It is a divided relish dish. It does have the Icy logo. Oh, let's see. It's right in the center there. I don't know if I'm going to get it to show up on camera. Just kind of see it when I waffle it around there like that. So the Icy relish dish, this guy here is 7 inches. So it's as big as my face. So 7 inches. And for those of you who resell, you should measure your face. Then you know how big stuff is. You go, yeah, it's as big as my face. It's one of those weird measurements. But we know the lariat pattern. We learned about Icy glass. Once again, my fingerprints are all over it. Usually it is super, super clear. I love the little sun star pattern on the bottom. It's got the divider in the center. Keep everything all separate there. All righty. We'll move along from that piece. Oh my goodness, my neighbors came home. I'm super proud. Okay. Coming up next, this one's going to be a $5 start. There we go. $5 start. I have the Indiana Carnival Glass Tree of Life plate. There we go. Great, just in time for fall. And I'm sorry, I'm going to blind you all when it moves. So it looks all cool and ambery, but then when you move it in the light, it sits in the light, it gets this amazing, like iridescent bubbles in the sun, I call it. So it's all nice and smooth on this side, nice and pebbly on this side for some good extra grip. And this guy is 9.5 inches. And this is a thicker plate, too. This is a really super duper thick plate. So $3 start. Weird arbitrary pain on this guy right here, or $5, sorry, $5 start on this guy right here. And if you're watching on the replay, whatever the price was that was put up, you can claim in the comments below if you are interested in that piece. All right, we're gonna move it along to the next piece. And let me see, I got a list. I'm trying to keep very, very organized. Okay, this is an Avon lot. This is a big lot. This is a lot of 5. And once again, this is going to start at $5. So the first one up is we have the train. And I think this is really great. So the top is plastic. This bit right here is plastic. I think these are great for any of you out there who like to do some assemblages. Some of the Avon glass is fantastic to do that with. Thank you, Becky. Fantastic to do that with. So we have the Avon train up here first. This would be a cute Hogwarts Express or a Christmas train. About that idea. Next up, I have, for some reason, I have the hardest time. These are in the boxes. So I have 3 that come in the boxes. So this one is a boxed one. This is my pony. Wow, everything's so shiny tonight. See, I'm so used to doing stuff during the day that I'm not used to doing stuff at night. So this is the Post and Pony. I think that's what this one's called, right? Oh, Pony Post Avon Leather Aftershave. This one's empty. I try to empty them. So this has got that goldy tones all over it. Once again, fun to do some assemblage work with. And the pony never wants to go back in his box. Go back in your stable, pony. Okay. Then we've got this one is actually from Christmas. This is 1977 Avon's Christmas. This is a little bud vase with some awesome prismatics on it. And this is a baby one. This would be really cute to do a little spray for fall and for the holiday season. So there's that one in the lot. And let's see, we've got 2 more. He said there was 5. Got this guy right here. Now, I have talked about this piece before. Oh, that's cool. I've talked about this before. And I have to tell you, I have seen these listed in antique stores for big bucks, and they shouldn't be. All right. So if you see them, correct the people if you feel like if you're in one of those Karen moods, just go, that's Avon. You know that, right? So this is red on the outside. It's case glass on the inside, and it does have a faint smell. I will say that. And the last piece is the fan Avon hosting. Get them up on the wall. Get thee on the wall. Gallery walls are so much fun to do. This one is a little fan. It is like the Daisy and Buttons almost style there. And we know there were a lot of really great glass makers that Avon used. So, hello, sweetie. I never know what you're going to sign in under. You have like 4 different YouTubes. So this is the last one here. So last of the 5. So you've got the clear fan, which is really a cool piece. I like that piece. My other favorite was the little bud vase in the box. And the pony post, which I still said that wrong. The little vase that everyone thinks is something else, but isn't. And last but not least, the little choo-choo train. So $5 for those. All right, no takers, we'll move along. Okay, $3 start on this next piece. Let me find my 3. This makes it so easy for me. All right, once again, this is the cane and buttons pattern. This is the caning pattern. You are a mystery man, I know. This is a taller one. This is a nice chunky monkey piece. This is 8 inches tall. This is 8 inches tall. It just stands, it's simple. I love it for just 1 rose. Another really pretty on the optics. I will say that really, really pretty on the optics. Nice and skinny. So many different companies made this, so I can't say for sure who did this particular one, but I do. This is one of my favorite patterns. It could have been Indiana Glass. It could have been Anchor Hocking. It could have been Hazel Atlas, but there were lots and lots and lots of different companies that made this piece right here. So $3 start on this if you're interested. If not, we'll move along to the next piece. And I can always go back to something. I know there's a really big delay, so I'm trying to give everybody time. And I'm watching myself down here to see how much time I have given. Okay, so coming up next, once again, we're going to start this one at $3. Let me get my little sticker out the way here. And here we go. This one's made it to the clearance. This is the Fostoria Fairfax Bonbon Dish. Nice and highly polished, minus Nikki's fingerprints all over it. And I'll give them a nice buffing before they make their way out the door. This little guy here, I love this pattern because I love the geometric shaping. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's octagon. I think they did a decagon too. One of the Depression Glass companies did a decagon, which is gorgeous. So this is just about 6.5 inches. It's about 6.5 inches from top to bottom. It is pink. I think you stink. It is Depression Glass pink, and it's easiest to see when I hold it there like that. So $3 start price on this one. Oh, that took me a half a second. It is a UFC. It's not a UFC. There's no cage. I know they fight in the octagon. Seriously? We haven't watched UFC in like forever. Okay. All right. If there's no takers in this, we will move it along to the next piece. Ooh, Glassbird. Glassbird. Yep, we're going to leave the $3 start price up. So this here is also starting at $3. So many different companies made ones like this as well. It does have a little bit of a Pilgrim glass company look to it. They did a lot with the pinchy eyes there. It is clear glass. Does have a nicely polished bottom, very much so down there. It is a small little beak. He's got almost like a forked tail, almost like a little forked tail. So $3 start price on him, and he is, let's see, 3.5 inches. Yeah, 3.5 inches from beak to tail there. 3.5 inches, $3. So a dollar an inch. That's what she said. $1 an inch. When Nikki's on her own, you might get a little more dirty humor, is all I'm saying. A little more innuendo might be popping up. All right. No chips, no cracks. Really good condition on this guy. And if we get no takers, I will pop him to the side. He'll fly away. Oh my gosh, I actually kind of did I do that right? No, I did. Oh. So for those of you who weren't here in the very beginning, this is my first solo live sale. I've been doing this for 2 years, I think. 2 years, and it's the first time I've ever done a solo live sale. There we go. What can I say? Congrats to me. I mean, I've done them on Whatnot, and I've never done one on Instagram. So I've done them on Whatnot, but never here on YouTube have I done a solo live sale. This is kind of cool. Okay, up next, I've got another piece of Pilgrim glass. This one here, I'm calling it a bell decanter. It doesn't have a top. It wouldn't have had a top. It would be a really cool, you have really long needle nose pliers or tweezers, that's the word. So you could have some kind of terrarium, but it's kind of bell shaped, which I love. There's the Pilgrim hand blown glass. This is really light and delicate. I love that about it. I think this would look fabulous with some sand in it and then like little sea glass. Just saying. I got one myself downstairs from my sea glass. So this one here, yeah, we'll start that one. We'll leave the $3 up. Start at $3. $3 start price on this guy. I mean, I suppose you could put liquids in it, and if you could find the right kind of stopper that you wanted to use up here, you could use it as a really fancy, like, tableside wine. Also really nice for candles, but personally, I would do the sand and some sea glass and just, like, have a little, like, just drop it down. Think once the sand was in there. Or that sand. Do you guys remember that sand art we used to do when you were kids? You had the funnel, and you would pour the different colored sand in, and you get the different layers. And that's kind of what this reminds me of. I have no idea what this would have been used for. Maybe it just would have sat and looked pretty with other bottles. I don't know. All right, $3 start price. If I have no takers, we will move to the next item, and it's going down. I'm going to leave that one alone. Okay, moving on to the next piece. This one's going to be a $1 start. So let me find my $1 here. There we go. Sip of water time. It would explode the glass if you did that. I don't think you use it to, it's a bottle rocket launcher. How do you do that? Okay, $1 start on this guy right here. Another really nice fall-esque piece. We got like a marigold. I'm going to say it's a marigold. It could be some kind of smaller midgety sunflower and some orange butterflies. And it's a really pretty copper tone hanger and chain. Now, these were put out by Hallmark. She is I'm trying to get her name, but there we go. She is I remember, a Scandinavian artist. This is Mary Oideden. Could be saying that wrong. It has this really neat yellowy orange going down here to, yeah, I think a assemblage would be neat with that bottle. I agree. She was selling these. These were very popular at Hallmark. She is still doing pieces. She's a very developed artist. I know she does lots of children's books. I know she illustrates them. It's got the beveled glass edge. It is a rectangular shape. Once again, loaded with my fingerprints, 6 inches long from top to bottom. Just a really pretty little piece to hang in your window. I like to decorate for fall. I start near the end of August. Your John's birthday is the end of August. Near the end of August, and then I kind of slowly, I start with like harvest and kind of fall, and then slowly go into creep-tastic, which will be coming up very, very soon. We'll be doing some creepy, fun, darker glass for one of these sales. All right, if there's no interest in that, we'll move along to the next piece. And so that I have my, oh, hey, Cass, how you doing? That's okay, that's okay. It's about getting used to me being on by myself on Monday nights at 3 o'clock. All right, next item up is going to start at $3. This is Duncan Miller. This is, oh, see, look, I took a sticker off and now I have no idea. Oh, no, now I know where it goes. Okay, I know where it goes. It goes in the Pilgrim bottle. Okay, next up, Duncan Miller. Duncan Miller is, for the most part, antique. A few pieces are not. They're on this side of vintage, so let's say they're 80 to 90, they're like 90 years old, in that time range. This piece is probably right around there too. Hey, Claudia. So here we go. $3 start price. Duncan Miller. This is why I love this bowl so much. It's the strip on the bottom that to me looks like it was bedazzled. And it's just the way that they did that when it sits, so when you're looking down on it, it just looks like you have this little rhinestones that are sitting right underneath. Oh. It's got the little balls there on the edge. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous little piece. And it's almost flower shaped or clover shaped because it has like the four little bulbous sides there. This guy's a tiny guy. He's not really big. 6 inches across. So 6 inches across from either way you look at it. So it's almost round. It's almost square. I love the little deco kind of designs on this. So this would have been early 1900s. So Duncan Miller, $3 start price. And if I have no takers, I will move on to the next piece. And for anybody who is just coming in, thank you for joining me. If you're not already, please give me a follow, guys. I am like that close to 500. That close to 500. So get the word out. Get me some new subs so I can hit that 500, and we'll have a little bit of a party. Also, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Really helps me out when you do that. Okay, next piece up. Let's do some candlewick. I'm sticking with my, oh, now I gotta move to the side. I only have so much space in front of me. And we're gonna stick with that $3 start price. So, candlewick, really, really pretty heart-shaped dish. This is a little bit deeper than the other one. This one's probably about 2.5 to 3 inches in depth. So it's a nice, nice depth. You go, Claudia girl. Okay, so this is 5 inches from little heart point to little heart point down here. And it's just a really neat little dish. It's a little pretty guy. Really good for, Valentine's Day, and I might be a little off with that. But, why can't, all I can think of now is be healthy. What is it? The Honey Nut Cheerios, right? Commercial, be healthy. That's just kind of what I'm thinking of. Eat your little baby Cheerio snacks out of here. Claudia and I are always talking about that. Portion control and having something and using the pretties, right? Using the pretties. So that's always awesome to have a small little snack in them. Now, most of these little dishes that I have scattered throughout my house, chapstick and my rings or my jewelry. Donald will attest to that. He'll be like, oh yeah, she's got chapstick in every room in the house. Because I got bad lips. Never used to. Must be a weird age thing. Okay. Oop, it's starting to rain. Gotta shut the window. And if for some reason you could fit a whole chicken, you could not fit a whole chicken in that. Just make you so silly. If something weird happens with the weather, apparently I'm under a tornado warning tonight. Go figure. And I know it's later on in the evening, but that's the last thing I want is to have something later on in the evening happen at 11 o'clock at night where I'm under a tornado warning. Ugh, no. Okay, so I digress. Oh, put your sticker back on. Next up, this is going to be a dollar start. $1, $1, $1. And We're in a little ocean fun. So this is a little recycled glass piece. It is a seashell votive. The little votive goes in this little guy right there, and it sits just like so. It is a really pretty light blue. It's actually like sea glass color. I have a few pieces of sea glass I've collected, which I'm looking forward to doing again. Uh, Over the years when I used to live in New England, and a lot of the glass I picked up was this really pretty sea glass blue. I'm kind of obsessed with it, the color. Not this, I mean, the piece, I love the piece. Everything I get, I always like. And actually, a lot of this stuff has taken its time out and about in the house, and then I kind of go and I collect it back up and I put something else up. It's one of the benefits of being a reseller is you've always got stuff to decorate with. All right, so final few seconds here on the recycled, and you can see the little nubbies that are in there. Sea glass, sea blue, little seashell there. So $1. Okay, we're gonna float away on this one. We'll put you to the side, and we'll move on to, oh, this is another lot. This is another lot. So we're gonna do this one. This one's gonna start at 3. There we go, we'll do that. This one's going to start at $3. So this is for a lot of 2. Now, this first one I'm going to show you, it is one of 2 makers. It is from the 30s. It is an older piece. So this is either a Fenton piece, which I'm kind of on the fence about because I actually have Fenton ones over there, and the Fenton ones are a little bit more pointy on the Lotus side. Or it's imperial glass. And I am heavily leaning towards imperial glass just from the little mark on the bottom. So that's the first in the solo candlesticks, the clear one. And these are perfect for candle rings. These types right here are absolutely perfect for candles. And this partner, because I pick up solo candlesticks when I see them, is this cool, a really blue one. So I like having the different sizes and shapes. And I like candles. I have candles all over the place. Really do. I'm a big candle buff. And part of that comes from, being a kid, and just one of my favorite memories is when we would love when the power went out because my parents would light candles and we'd play like Clue and Monopoly and play like board games. So it's one of my absolute favorite childhood memories. So maybe that's why I like candles so much. I don't know. So you're going to get the set of 2. This one is definitely a, when you Google Lens this one, it comes up as Fenton. Is what I'm going to say. It comes on the Fenton. I think it's like 848 is the number of the Fenton piece. But I have the other ones, and they're a little bit more on the pointy side, which is why I'm leaning towards it. This one is not Fenton, but it could be. Totally could be Fenton. I've had ruby ones I've sold. I have a set of clear ones. And then you also get the blue one. So $3 start. Final few seconds on these guys right here. And if we have no interest, we'll move on to the next bit. Okay. All right. Moving right along. This one doesn't really need a sticker. This was one of those ones that I had this one, and I thought I found another one out in the wild, and turns out no, it was the pointier one. So then I was stuck with 2 different ones. Then I found another one that was pointy. So I now finally have a matching set, which sometimes is important. Okay, up next, another one here. We're going to start this off at $1. Another twofer here. For milk glass bud vases. I love these. I'm trying to remember who the Instagrammer was who had done them. I'll show you. This is one of the kind of reproductions of some of the early American pressed glass designs there. But they had taken all of these milk glass vases and put black candles in them. And I thought that was a fabulous idea. To take these guys right here and stick black candles in them, stick red candles in them. I thought it was great. And hello, everybody who has just popped in. Thank you for joining us. We're doing a 135 clearance sale. Right now, we're on $1 for some milk glass bud vases. These guys here, they stand 6 inches. So they're both 6 inches. They are a pair, so they match. So if you wanted to have like taller candlesticks, you could. I think these would be great with red and green candles in them as well for Christmas time, but you got Halloween coming up. There is something about black and white, and put some black candles in these is awesome. I love them. They have a beautiful ring of fire along the top. And if you don't want to use them for candles, they're just as good to use them for what they were made for, and that's pretty little bud vases. pretty little bud faces. So if we have no takers at $1 for the 2 milk glass of bud faces, we will move them to the side. Okay. Up next, I did that one. I did that one. There we go. Okay. $3 start price on these guys right here. Hold on. Let me get that in there. Start at $3. There we go. Okay, this is going to start at $3. This is for a twofer. This is a little. I'll clean this one before it goes. For some reason, I think it was just where it was sitting. I have a little light box that's all my black stuff in it, and it got a little of that fuzzy on it. It's been a really humid past couple of weeks. I will say that. Really humid. So these are Hazel Atlas. These are great dishes. I have one that I use and I keep all my chapstick and a lighter and a bracelet in there. Hey, Helen, how are you doing? So there's one. You get 2 of them for this. The Ring of Fire is excellent. These are also really great spoon rests. So I like them. So you can have one in the dishwasher getting cleaned. And I know you're not supposed to like put this stuff in the dishwasher, but this stuff, go ahead and do it. You clean one, you have the other one out to hold your spoon rest while you're cooking this fall. And I'm trying to get that Ring of Fire to show up. Can't quite get it, but did I not? Oh, I didn't tap that little. There we go. Sorry, $3 start on that, guys. $3 start. Pair of Anchor Hazel Atlas. I always do that with these guys. Grape milk glass plates. I did have somebody buy it. I had the pair, and that's what they use them for, a spoon rest. And I think that is an absolute fabulous idea. Like I said, you clean one while you get the other going. Use the pretties, is what I'm saying. You could, they are kind of deep enough that maybe you could put something in them, but these are definitely on the older side. I'm trying to get that Ring of Fire to show up, and I just don't want to do it. Ugh. All right. So if I have no takers, these little guys will wander off to the side as well. That's one of my favorite emojis, Cass. That one right there. I love that YouTube emoji. Kind of reminds me of Cookie Monster, like really excited after he's had a cookie. Okay. Coming up next, I've got, and I just recently, finally found out what these were. So this is Anchor Hocking. I'm going to show you next. If I can get my little inventory sticker off. This is the Seashell Swirl. So these are little berry bowls. When they made these in like 3 different colors, I think it was. The Caprice was the blue color, which is really, really cool. But this is milk glass. Really, really pretty milk glass too. These are great little tiny dishes, but I love the backs of them. I mean, just to hang them on the wall like that, they almost look like really pretty little molds, right? They have a little flower in the center and just the swirl. For some reason, this bit is just so pretty. And then you get just a nice little plain bowl. So I love that. So set of 2, you get a 2 for here, starting at $3. $3. Okay. How big are they? Oh, Helen, you had tire issues? That stinks. I hate when that happens. 4.5 inches. They are 4.5 inches across. And probably a couple inches deep. So these would be nice little tiny like hummus bowls. I would do that. I would do hummus bowls or little tiny dip bowls. Oh, good for Taco Tuesdays. You put your tomatoes, your little diced lettuce. This is just you and your partner at home. Okay, we're going to click these over to the side then. See, they make a nice look. We can do that. Oh, here's a funny story. I am so careful, or try to be so careful with my glass. I mean, it happens. We get a little rough, right? Sometimes. Or we drop something, or we drop it while we're cleaning it. No, my own dang dishes. I was emptying the dishwasher, and I went to put a dish away. And don't you know, I chipped the smallest little piece off my plate and went, great, now I have 7 plates. So now we know how that stuff happened. I'm so irritated. Ooh, luckily it was one of the smaller plates. I was still so irritated. Yes, absolutely, Kaz. Absolutely. Okay. Up next, we're going to leave that $3 start price up there. I have from the Independence Glass Company, which is a glass company I probably should dive into one of these days. This is their octagon pattern. I had the goblets. They have since sold. I sold those off on eBay. This too, believe it or not, is technically a goblet. It's probably an iced tea kind of goblet. I don't see it being used for that. I could see this being your own personal little ice cream sundae bowl. Love that idea. I also like the idea of it just sitting the way it is, but I also think putting a candle in there because it's so deep, you can have these sitting outside on the patio and not worry about the wind coming up to disturb. Totally like that idea. Or a vase. But I mean, you can drink out of them. That's what they were intended for. These came in a variety of colors, a big, big variety of colors. Um, the whole rainbow, I guess is what I should say. The whole entire rainbow. So $3 start price on this guy right here. I only have one, unfortunately. Just the one. See, there's my little inventory sticker on the bottom. How tall is it? It is 7 inches. 7 inches tall. But if we got no takers on this one, we'll move this guy to the side. And I'm sorry, if you all see my bruises, I am now waking up and bruised. So look at, I got one there. Woke up with that one this morning. No idea how that one happened. And look, I got one there. And there. No idea how that one happened. The ones on my legs I know are from my dog because she gets all excited when somebody comes home and she starts jumping all over the place and I get jumped on. So I know those are from her. But where did that come from? Who did I hit in the middle of the night? I probably hit John. Did I hit you in the middle? I could, or myself, or a table. How do you wake up with a bruise like that? Ugh. All right. Let's see. Oh, coming up next. Really, really good piece here. We're gonna do an awesome start price on this one. We're gonna do another awesome start price on this one. So let me get that typed in. Start at $1. This one's going to start at $1. And this is Queen's Lusterware. Queen's Lusterware little dip bowl. I don't have the bigger bowl, obviously, or we'd have a beautiful set. This is in fabulous condition. Really, really pretty condition. Starting this off at $1. Now, they would have had the bigger bowl for the chips, and then this would have been the dip, and it would have sat. I have the set in clear. John won it when he was in elementary school. He won it as a prize. I brought it home and was very excited. You know, when you're always excited when you're a little kid, when you win something, like, oh my gosh, I won something. But it's never anything you're going to use. It's something your mom's going to use. But you still felt that real pride and joy that you won something. But the luster shine at the top is in great, great, great condition. Starting this off at $1. Nice and deep. 3.5 inches deep, and at its widest point down here, 5 inches. 5 inches from there to there. From there to there. So if we got no takers, we'll move that along. Okay. So that's up next. That's up next. Oh, hold on. This is a reach because it's way behind me. Okay. Up next. Oh wait, Cass, I got stuff for underplates. Those other little ones, they're really tiny. Those milk glass ones. Are those the ones you're talking about? I missed that comment. Those are the ones you're talking about. They're 4.5 inches wide. If they were these guys, they're 4.5 inches wide. If you need some underplates, but I have some bigger plates that are coming up in a few minutes. So what is this what's this start at? Okay, this is going to be a $5 start. Okay, there we go. $5 start, $5 start, $5 start. So let's take this down. There we go. There we go. So I'm sorry, Kaz, I missed that. This is what happens when you're solo. You have to like do so many things all at once. Oh, there's my little sticker again. All right, so this is the Libby Gold Leaf Ice Bucket. $5 start on this guy here. Claudia and I have talked about these before. They're great little snack bowls. Sit down, you get your popcorn in there. So they do make great snack bowls. They are awesome ice bowls because that's what they were made for. Maybe you have the glasses and you want to add on. But I also like the idea of planting in these. So if you have that clear, like the plastic bit that it comes in, you just kind of stick it in there and you've got a really pretty planter. Then again, you could just plant it, plain. Put a little bit of rocks on the bottom is what you do, and then add to the top. I love using some of my vintage and antique stuff. Well, vintage, not antique stuff, for my planters. I have them scattered all throughout the house. And I just kind of love the idea of using them for that. So this guy depth-wise, of course I put my ruler way back up. Why wouldn't I? This guy depth-wise is 5 inches, and across he's 5.5. It's pretty much as tall as he is wide. And the gold leafing is in really excellent condition. The frosting is in really good condition. And if we've got no takers, we will move on to the next piece. You can always just let me know if I pass something by too quickly. Just go, hey, can you go back to that piece? Because I'm really interested in that. And I will gladly do that. Okay. Up next. Oh, this is going to be another really great start price. All right. Here we go. Starting this off at $1. This is super duper pretty. I love this piece. It has yellows and greens and this really pretty like turquoisey blue right in here. This is a studio crafted piece. This is hand blown and hand done. It is signed. For the life of me, I cannot make out the person who signed it, but this is vintage. This is done in 2001. I think it was 2001. Good Lord. It was a 2002. Oh, 2002. So still vintage. 2002 piece here. It was really gorgeous. I got this at an estate sale. She was an artist. She only collected really cool pieces. Like I said, wish I could make it out. This right here, the bottom bit says 2002. I just cannot make out who signed this piece, but it is really, really pretty. It is a really interesting little piece. I love some of the stuff that newer glass makers are doing. And I love the color combination, honestly. I love that. You could put this down and this would mix right in with some of your mid-century modern pieces. So a really pretty piece, starting at $1, just $1. It's going to cost more to ship it than it is to buy it. I'll say that. So if I have no interest in this piece, my voice just totally cracked. We'll move on to something else. We're getting to that witching hour. We're almost done. We're almost done. Now here comes the rain. Woo. Okay. Well, that's not what I want to do. Where are you? Oh, here you are. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So this is going to be a $5 start. These are uranium glass plates, and I have a set of 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. They do glow. They glow beautifully, even with the light on. You can see they glow really nicely. There we go. So we've got a really nice glow to these. These are a very good size, and they are very chunky monkey. Can I put the 5 up there? Okay, good. These are 7 3/4 inches. But here's the issue. Here's why we're doing $5. They are loaded with utensil marks. So these were used and abused. They rode and put away wet. However you want to look at it. All of them have been used. There are lots of utensil marks on the backs of these. These are fabulous, fabulous, fabulous for underneath your plants. Or for putting out at Halloween. Maybe you want to put a pumpkin. Maybe you got a pumpkin or a skull you want to put on top. And you want to add them into your Halloween decorations with a little black light. We got all the kitties like I do every year. So we're doing a $5 start on these guys. Wow, it's really raining now. $5 start for 1, 2, 3 guys there on these uranium plates. I'm trying to remember. I think this is the swirl, and I think this is anchor hocking. I really didn't bother looking this. I looked it up once and I just went, oh, I'm not even going to pay attention because I'm really just going to sell them as you have some fun doing some other things with them. So like I said, great underplates for your plants or a little bit of fun for your Halloween decor. Like I'm going to serve you a skull on a plate. I'm going to serve you a skull on a plate. Okay. No interest in these guys? All right. All right. All right. So we will move on to our last item here. And before I do that, I want to say thank you guys for hanging out with me on my first solo sale here over on YouTube. I know it was kind of short notice. It took me a little bit of time to figure out if I wanted to do this or not. And I decided, go for it. Go for it. Why not? Coming up this week, I am going to do investigating a find. That's going to be really fun. We're going to talk about this really cool old EPGA, Early American Press class, EAPG class, that kind of slides into the American Brilliance class. So be sure to tune in for that. It's a piece that I've never seen before, and was really, really awesome. Yeah, they're great to use. They're great to use for plants. To use those plates underneath plants, they're fabulous for that. I have trivets underneath mine. I have some cool old school trivets that I have. So that's going to be on Friday. Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a static book and ephemera sale. Guys, I found an original 1941 Bambi book. Just saying, that was really, really cool. Some Louisa May Alcott books I've got that are going to be in that sale, and some other little fun bits. I also want to let you know that coming up this month in August, the really, really big two things I'm doing, I am going to be part of Trusty Huckster's drop pop sale. That's going to be on the 15th of August. That's going to be a lot of fun. There are a lot of fabulous resellers in that, so more to come on that in the very near future. And I'm also going to be part of Kaylin Vintage live Halloween fall extravaganza over on her channel, where a bunch of different resellers, we're all going to be popping in. Yeah. I think the marigold plate and the candlestick holders. You got it, girl. Those are going to you. You mean these? I just want to make sure these ones, right? Copy. These lovelies. These two. We can do those. If those are the two, I will give you those and yours. Oh, excuse me. So the fall Halloween extravaganza is going to be a ton of fun. A ton of fun. So make sure you, that's on the 17th. That's on the 17th. I'm trying to think, it starts in the afternoon. I think it starts at like 12 in the afternoon. So once again, more to come on that. Okay, so last item I have up for sale tonight that we're going to do, but I'm going to leave that $5 start up there on that. I have the Snip Snap Smoke set. So this is a set of 2. I think these are fabulous. So you have the big section here for your like lunch. So you get enough here for a sandwich and some chips. This little bit here holds the cup, and this was actually, it is actually an ashtray. But you can use it for like a little bit of dip and some veggies. I kind of like that idea. And it comes with a little glass. I love this little set. This is one of my favorite, because we don't have cool stuff like this anymore. There we go. So that's how it would sit. It has the beaded edge there. Really, really lovely little beaded edge there. And this would sit right there. And you get a set, a full set of 2. I'm not going to, that would be dangerous if I put the other one up there. So, oh yes. I didn't even think that. See, I don't eat sushi. No fish. I'm an anti-fish person. I'm a vegetarian. Who am I kidding? But that would be great for like your chopsticks and your different little bits. Oh, these are just, they're fabulous little plates. Let me tell you how long they are. Let me tell you how long they are. So these are 11 inches long from beaded handle to beaded handle. I just kind of like the idea of them being little, you know, lunch trays. Use your pretties. Use your pretties. So you get the 2 of these and the 2 cups and the 2 little cups. And these are probably maybe 6 ounces, like maybe 6 ounces in there. And they're really neat shapes too. I really think they're really, really neat shapes. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Use these for charcuterie boards. Use them for, I remember when they were just snack things. Or, you know, like I said, sit down for lunch and just use it at lunch instead of, oh, do they have sushi with veggie? Ooh, I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna try that. I do like my little cucumbers. And I know they do like, what is it, like a cucumber and like carrots. I haven't eaten seaweed yet. Oh, I think I'd like it. I think I'd like the seaweed. I think so. Ooh, that's cool too. I like that. That sounds yummy. All right. So that is everything that I have. I have a few more things, but I do not want to bump into Angela and Heather. They are talking about something fabulous tonight. I believe last week they were on Heather's channel, so I think they're on Angela's channel this week. I really should do the research on this, people. I really, really should. So next week, we're going to be talking about Mount Washington glass here on Glass with Class. And if there are any resellers out there who would love to hop on and sell some glass items, send me a message. We can make that happen. You don't have to do the research. That's all me. So next week, we're going to be talking about Mount Washington glass. If you haven't heard of it, there's probably a reason why, because it's really old glass, but it is one of the oldest glass companies in the country that was started in New England. And believe it or not, I have a piece that's going to be for sale. I never do that, but I have a piece that's going to be for sale. So I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. Make sure anyway out if you haven't already, give me those thumbs Thank you. If you're watching on the rewind, if you see something that you want, just pop it in the comments or send me a message. So thanks, everyone. Until next time, stay swanky and stay classy.